What's going on YouTube? I am HOTMESS, MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa, and today's video is new makeup releases. Yay or yeah or nah? So today's video is going to be new makeup releases. Yeah or nah? Will I buy or no? And just because I listed an item as a possible buy, that just means I'm interested in it. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to run that card, because lately I've been organizing makeup and going, you know what, girl, you don't need all that. Oh, it would help if I blend my lips. You don't need all that. But you know, the new sometimes brings out the creativity in us as well. So just a backtrack, since the last time I did a new makeup releases, will I buy? Some of the stuff that I've gotten. I got the Soft Glam. Spoiler alert, I do love it. It is a neutral palette, but it's nice because it's all together. And yes, I love singles, but right now I need to organize my singles. So it's like, this is so cool because you've got cool tones and warm tones, and it's just a beautiful palette, and I've been using it a lot lately as my go-to. I'll probably do a palette play with this palette. I feel like there's been a lot of reviews on it, but I still will probably be filming with this bad boy in the future. Today I just went out to my mailbox and I got the new Sydney Grace bundle. They did a lighter version and a deeper version. I have a couple of these shades on my eyes right now just to play with it. So there will be a video on these soon. I also got a used recycled makeup garage sale of the Queen of Hearts palette. That one I got on Mercari, haven't used it yet. And I ordered the new Luxie shadows. I am now an affiliate. What would you call that? I now have an affiliate link with Luxie Beauty. It is HOTMESS. If you decide to purchase anything from Luxie Beauty, you can use that to save 10% off. I was hoping I would have the collection because there is a restock on Friday the 30th. So I was hoping to present that to you guys, but my collection is not here yet. I did order it on release date. So as soon as I have that up, I will share swatches with you and some looks and whatnot. And I also plan to do some indie eyeshadows. I want to do my single collection, but I think I'm going to have to break it down into, you know, by brand, because if I did an entire single eyeshadow video, you guys would need snacks and entertainment, and I'm not about that life. So let's jump into the products right now. So one of the first things that I noticed for new products coming out is Kim KW and Mario have collabed, and they are doing an eyeshadow palette, 2 lip glosses, and a lipstick. And I told you guys, if I was ever going to break for Kardashian, it would be with Mario. And we finally see what the eyeshadows look like, and I will not be breaking. It's a neutral palette with a blue. And if anything, I think I might go through my collection and dupe it for you guys, because it's $45 and I still am on that train where I'm like, I could just buy Colourpop. I know, probably a different formula, but that's that. Number 2, Melt Cosmetics is coming out with a new stack. It's called Baby Girl. I did pick up my very first Melt Cosmetics stack. I got the Lovesick stack. This was one of the new makeup releases that I purchased from Mercari. I got it used, and I haven't really used it yet very much because I find it kind of confusing. I can't really see how to use all the colors at once. I feel like if you had a lot of stacks, it's probably better, but then you might as well have single shadows. So I'll let you guys know more about how I feel about Melt. But I was going to pick up the Baby Girl stack, and it was supposed to come live on March 23rd, and then they pushed it out for a month out, but it's also supposed to be their anniversary. So I want that one. I think it's a lot of fun corals, pinky coral shades, and I find it intriguing. So I am looking forward to that stack, and I want to pick that one up. The next thing that is popped up is Too Faced Natural Matte Collection. It's gone into their highlighters, their bronzers. The bronzers are getting like a new packaging. I do love Too Faced bronzers. It's one of my favorite formulas. So, you know, if I run through my little ones, I might actually pick up one of those. But the overall collection, I feel like it's already been done and I'm not interested. But, you know, if you're looking for neutrals in your life, you might be interested in the Too Faced Natural Matte collection. Next up is the Tarte Mermaid collection. This has been out for some time. I find it all looking very gimmicky. I mean, the packaging is beautiful, but when it actually released, I was like, I want that empty palette because I like sequins and the reversible stuff. And that brush cup, I think it's cute. And it's $8. And I almost bought it, but I didn't. And I'm like, I really don't need that, but it's cute. So I almost did. But the one thing that I am intrigued about is their new H2O water, hyaluronic acid water. It's like $45. So I'm curious about that. And I'd like to, you know, maybe send it over to my girl, Penn Smith Skincare, and have her look at the ingredients. But I'm sure that there's other companies out there that are like tried and true that have hyaluronic acid water that's good. But it did pique my interest. The next one is Makeup Forever. They're coming out with a Glitzy palette. It just looks like another neutral palette. I'm like, no thank you. Nothing for me. Colourpop came out with their whole butterfly collection. They had the Pretty Fly and the New Theory, and I thought it all looked really pretty. But then when I was looking at the overall collection, it was a lot of like neutral shimmery shades and that pop of orange. So later on, I might pick up the Orange Bumblebee shade and some of the new lippies. The neutral ones, of course. You know, I like nude lipsticks. So I waited when they all went live and they had a sale, and it just wasn't the right time for me to buy. But in the future, I definitely want to pick up a couple of those items. They also collabed with a girl named Eva Gowitsky. She's huge on Instagram, but I had no idea who she was, and none of the colors are like screaming at me to buy, so I'm going to be passing on that collection. GlamGlow thought it would be a great idea to come out with more shitty skincare that you peel off and slap a pony on it. They're really reaching at your heartstrings like, oh yeah, you loved My Little Ponies when you were a kid, so now we're going to give you a pink glittery mess that's probably full of alcohol and does nothing good for your skin at an overpriced price point. And then we'll send it to some influencers and they can look so cute peeling off pink glitter off their face. No thank you. Make something that's good for my skin and I might think about it, but I did a dupe video on another mask that was like Glow Kitten. I'll leave it up in the cards. If you want a cheap dupe, go to Ulta. The next thing that's peeped up is that Lime Crime is going to have a Venus 3. And they just came out with their extra large Venus, which I feel like it was so late to the game, but I am really curious. What will Venus 3 look like? Because if it's that same formula, I want it. This popped up, the Omega Bronzer, the one that was limited edition and every influencer was using. I kind of want to try it. I want to go and swatch it, but I guess it's coming back permanently in the summer, spring, summer. So I really want to swatch it. I really want to try it, and I kind of really want it. Dose of Colors is coming out with these cream eyeliners, gel liners, and they also have some glosses. The glosses I'm interested in. I don't have any of the lippies from Dose of Colors, but I am intrigued. But a cream gel liner, I just don't think that you can be like revolutionary with that. It just, Maybelline has a really good one, so that's gonna be a pass for me. Bobbi Brown is coming out with those bricks in a palette. And I just feel like Bobbi Brown is so removed. Like at one time, I mean, she is a renowned makeup artist, but her prices are just so high, and maybe it's because a lot of people aren't talking about her, but I don't feel like anything is revolutionary. Nothing in her packaging calls me, so that's a no for me. She has some blushes, I think it's a bronzer, and like a brick palette. And I don't know, I've seen, it just doesn't call me, you know? But if you're interested, there's always that. Kat Von D is coming out with colored brow products, which I think is awesome if you rock pink hair or blue hair and you wanted that, but I don't know how that would translate. Like a lot of people that do colored hair, they usually wear like a normal brow and it works. I'm curious to see how that works out for people. if I had pink hair, I still don't think I'd want to rock a pink brow. Even when I had multicolored hair, it still wasn't a call for me, but I've seen some makeup artists use them on their eyes too, so that might be something to look into later on. Bite Beauty is coming out with these limited edition, I believe, lipsticks, and they had one last month and now they have Aries, and I'm like, why didn't you start with Aquarius? Now do I have to wait a whole year to get the Aquarius lipstick? I am in love with Bite Beauty's lipstick formula. So if the Aries was a color I would wear, I would have snagged it up, but I am intrigued by the future, you know, horoscope ones that they come out with. I'm gonna be skipping on Aries, but I will be keeping my eye out for each month, and you know I'm getting an Aquarius. That is happening. BH Cosmetics is coming out with a festival collection, and it looks like a lot of fun. And BH has great price points and is always something that I kind of thought about, but never, I picked it up a long time ago, but it's not something that I reach for, but I think that the colors are a lot of fun, they're really pretty, and you know, for the price point, you might want to look into it. That is April 6th. Maybelline is trying to really reach with people. They've come out with a lemonade palette. I believe it's either coming out or it's in some stores now. And to me, it's just a neutral palette with a yellow. If you want me to find a dupe for you of that yellow, I will. Doesn't look that intriguing. It's like, that is not revolutionary. You just put yellow in it. Come up with something a little more, you know? I feel like they're trying, they're just not there yet. This one I am super stoked about. MAC Cosmetics is collaborating again with Patrick Starrr, and the price point is incredible. You're getting 4 eyeshadows in a quad. There's 2 different collections, and each one comes with a face chart, a quad, a split pan blush. So you're getting like, one of them has gingerly, and I think it's I'm Peachless, great eyeshadow or blushes, and a lipstick and a lip gloss. So altogether, I think it's $49.50, $49.95, $50, and there's 2 different collections, and I just think it's really fun. And you can never get that much MAC products for that cheap of a price point. And I believe that is April 18th or 19th. I'll leave it in the description box down below, but I'm really excited about that collection. Like, I saw that and I was like, I want to go film this video now because that one looks super cool. And I didn't ever get anything from his last collaboration. I was interested in his loose powder, but I stayed away from it because even if it was amazing, if it's limited edition and I love it, I can't buy more of it. So I just never bought anything. So this one, I'm definitely, my eyes are on it.
What is that? What is that noise?
Oh, excuse me, I'm farting.
That's so rude. You're a dick.
Next is Morphe, you know, Morphe. I don't have a code with Morphe, but they have blush trios and bronzer duos. The bronzer duos is matte, and I was hoping it was satin, but I just recently saw the pictures on Trend Mood, and they look almost like highlighters. Like, some of them are really, really shiny, and I don't know anybody that uses a bronzer that shiny, but I'm sure you could mix the two. I am intrigued. I like the idea of a split pan, so that way you could have a shimmery bronzer. I was just hoping more so for satin and matte, not straight up glitter and matte, but I still like the idea. And then also these blushes, 3 blushes, and they do pink and, you know, neutral. And you know, Morphe always has a great price point. So that is something that looks cool. I haven't bought from Morphe in a long ass time. Then Urban Decay is coming out with a beached collection. They had their 2 bronzers last year and the packaging was adorable. I never ended up picking up any of those bronzers because they looked like they might pull too red. They just didn't scream to me, but they're like re-promoting the 2 bronzers. I don't know if they're new bronzers or just re-promoting for this collection. It's 2 eyeliners and a palette. Well, the palette looks really pretty. It's $34, but it's, again, a bunch of neutral shades, almost like a Naked Heat with 2 blues. But still, the packaging and the palm trees, adorable. So far, there's not a whole lot here that I'm like, I must have. Yeah, no.
That's good for me, though.
ABH Mini Matte lipsticks are coming out. You know, the little set I did a review on those. I'll leave those here. They're doing a pinks and a minis of reds. It is $21 on April 15th. I'm not big on reds. I might look into the pinks. I usually end up mixing everything to look neutral anyway, but I love that they're doing this because I really, really like those little matte lipsticks. So we'll see, maybe I'll get adventurous and want red or pink. And then the last thing on my list is Fenty. Fenty Beauty's coming out with like an oil with glitter and a dusting powder. A long time ago, I think it was Urban Decay that had a caked dusting powder. It was like loose highlighter you could dust all over your body, and it was also edible. It was pretty and it smelled like cake, but so unnecessary. I am not interested in any of those items. If I want any kind of oil, I can literally take fractionated coconut oil and my favorite highlighter, mix it together and have my own little body oil. And then dusting powders, it's not for me. But if you love Fenty, you might be interested. It might be good for you. Okay guys, that is my list of will I buy, yeah or nah, yay or nay, any of those. There's not a whole lot on the list, mostly that I'm just looking into the future, Melt, Baby Girl, and possibly Patrick Starrr. But let me know in the comments down below, is there some new things that you're looking into that you're excited about? It's nice when things get you excited. Like, I'm excited about makeup. I was really excited about that Urban Decay Back Talk palette. And the reviews come in so mixed. I'm waiting for it to go to Ulta so I can swatch it and see if it's something I need in my life. But yeah, that's it guys. The new things that I've showcased will be up soon. And that's it for this video. All right guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.